بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
The next standard will try to understand about something called 802.11 AC. Now again, this standard was introduced in 2013 and it is also labeled as Wi-Fi 5. So you can say as fifth generation of Wi-Fi. So this particular standards operates on the frequency range of 5 gigahertz. And if you are trying to compare this with the previous standards, like the previously we discussed, something like 802.11n, now the throughput again, it's kind of more scalable and provide more throughput when you compare with the previous standards. Now how it's going to offer the same thing, it uses something called multiple input, multiple output mechanism, like using multiple antennas for sending and receiving, or we can say sending and receiving more than one data signal simultaneously, along with something called frame aggregation concept, which I discussed earlier, where it can increase the throughput by sending 2 or more frames in a single transmission. So it uses the same methodology or the same mechanisms which I discussed earlier on 802.11n standard. Now the difference is it can offer more throughput, typically depending upon the number of antennas it uses. Like let's say if it is using one antenna on any handheld devices, like using your mobile phones or any devices, it can offer up to 433 Mbps throughput, something like around that. And if it is using two antenna, like typically on your tablet or any laptop devices or any other access point devices, I can say, so it can offer around 800 or 867 Mbps, that is around the throughput. And again, if it is using three antenna, probably three antenna access point or any laptop or the PC, it can offer up to around 1.2 gig throughput again. Now again, that will increase as you increase the number of antennas depending upon the access point. Like if you just say there is an eight antenna access point, like using in a digital TV or set-top box or any access points, to connect those devices to the access point, or these devices, they can go up to 3.3 gig again. So technically the throughput exactly depends upon the number of antennas used on that particular product and the models, and there are plenty of other options. It will vary. So we can say the throughput can be around anything in between 400 Mbps to 3 gig or 3.3 gig. That's something we need to know. Now there is one more thing we need to know about the 802.11 AC standard. We have something called Wave 1 and Wave 2. Now the difference is all the products which are running this 802.11 AC standard and all the wireless products introduced from 2013, probably they are referred as Wave 1. And any wireless products which is using the same 802.11 AC standard, but these products introduced starting from 2016, so we call them as Wave 2. So Wave 2 refers to the products which was introduced after 2016, and they are running 802.11 AC standard in general. So the main difference in the Wave 2 is again the same thing, offers a better throughput when you compare with the Wave 1. Like in the Wave 1, we can get a throughput up to like 3.3 gig, something around that. That's the maximum throughput we can get. But again, when you compare that with the Wave 2, it can offer something more than that. Like with normally it is like 1.3 gig with a single kind of type of antennas kind of thing. So the Wave 2 can go up to 3.47 again. So again, the previously when I said 3.3 gigahertz, again it totally depends upon the antennas. So theoretically, it is more like offering almost like a double throughput when you compare with the Wave 1. So nowadays, whatever the 802.11 AC standards, what you will see, they will be considered as Wave 2. Now again, the Wave 2 is support number of devices, like plenty of devices, whatever introduced, they will be supporting Wave 2 from 2016, as I said. So So the distance, again, it will vary. The distance it supports, it will vary again. So it can be like 70 meters or 35 meters or again 33 meters. So totally depends upon the type of the device and the antenna you are using. Because most of the high speed devices, when they start offering a higher throughput, so automatically that will minimize the coverage area or the coverage distance in general. So that will be a little bit kind of we can say a limitation. But again, the best thing about this next standards is they offer high throughput.